Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel for another video. So in today's video we are going to be doing a tour of my completed Glade of Trust. I had a few people asking me to kind of see how I designed my Glade of Trust ever since I said that I'd finished it, and it is one of the biomes that I have got completely done now, so I will be touring the rest of them for those of you that have been asking. But I wanted to start off with the Glade as it is definitely highly requested, and I know a lot of people are redoing their Glade of Trust at the moment since we got Tiana and kind of redesigning, so I wanted to show you how I done mine and give you a little tour of everything. I have obviously different areas in here set up with kind of different themes, so it's not all Tiana and Princess and the Frog themed. It is kind of different areas with different styles going on, so I will walk you through and see what there is. So as we start off in the meadow, I have started off with putting it into a sunset time of day just so you can see everything lit up, because it is a lot more magical in here with all the lampposts lit up as well as the glowing mushrooms and the fireflies and things like that. So as we are done from the meadow, we've obviously got our really simple exit out to the beach, and also the entrance has some of the craftable lampposts. And then as we head down the pathway, we can see ahead of us the Haunted Mansion house skin. This was in the premium shop a while ago. It came with this version and also a Nightmare Before Christmas version. It was like a bundle. It was really good, such a good house skin. And in here I've created like a New Orleans old school America style build. I wanted to kind of fit this into the Tiana theme, so I've created a little courtyard for it with some iron brick fences, and I've gone with this really overgrown look in here. I wanted it to feel magical but also as if it's a bit run down because of obviously all the vines on the actual building itself. I wanted it to feel like it is still looked after somewhat, but it's probably been here a long time and it's kind of rustic and built into the land, and that was kind of the look I wanted to go for. And I decorated all around the pond with a little seating area and lots of flowers and greenery. Heading out of there, we've got two different pathways that split different ways. If we go down the left path, you can see we get to the area where all my pillars are. I did originally have these on the beach on the little island where we did the quest, but I've actually moved them into here and kind of lined them all up. I feel like they look really magical in here and fit with the kind of fairy vibe that we're about to go into, and all the different colours glowing just really fits this biome well. As we head over the rock pathway, you can see I have decorated all the rivers in here with lots and lots of foliage. I've used some of the original pink lily pads as well as the new Princess and the Frog ones in the star path, as well as lots of reeds and cattails and things to give it this really nice overgrown look and make it seem very magical. Heading into the other side, we have my fairy core area. So in here, the first house we've got is Fairy Godmother's pumpkin house. I absolutely love having this in the Glade, and I've given her a little pumpkin farm with lots of farming tools and items all around to kind of fit her vibe and really make it feel like she definitely lives here. Along the path, we have a lot of pumpkin vine lamps to tie everything together, and next to her house, we have got little tables of seating as well as her pumpkin carriage at the back to kind of give her her own little area and tie it all in really well together. Heading out of there, down the next pathway, we have the mushroom house. This is again from the premium shop, and in here I wanted to add loads of the glowing mushrooms, some different foliage, as well as lots of kind of like plant pots and things like that to really fit the vibe of this home. It's one of my favourites. Heading out there, we have obviously just got a Dreamlight tree opposite Fairy Godmother's house, and lots of different coloured trees and foliage, as well as the swan boats in the river. And then we have the floral archway with a bench underneath as a nice little seating spot to kind of go in front of this pond. Next to the pond, I've included one of the caterpillar statues from the Alice bundle and also filled this area with lots of trees. And then next to that, we have the Fairy Bloss home, which is this gorgeous house skin that's got all the flowers coming out the top. And obviously at the front of that, I've kept with the fairy core theme. And then as we head down the pathway, we go into a more natural area. So there's less of the brightly coloured plants and more of the greens and oranges. And we head into our Bayou fishing campsite. I recently did this on my channel, so there is a full build of this area. But I did have a bigger campsite here before with Buzz's RV, but once we got this Bayou fishing house in the premium shop last week, I wanted to kind of add this into my Glade somewhere. Around here we've obviously got some seating with some food. We've also got a campfire in front of the Bayou house itself, as well as a lot of like fishing and farming items to kind of fit with the rustic theme. There's a lot of craftable stuff in here, and then obviously some fireflies in the sky to fit the Princess and the Frog theme and just to make this area glow. And I've also included Scar's Lore outside the front, which is a Vanellope quest item, which I love the look of in this spot. As we head out of there, you can see it gets very, very purple all of a sudden. This is Ursula's area. It is a very small spot, and it's got a couple of items outside the front for her, and then obviously the purple lamppost to make it glow. I hope at some point in the future I can move her up to Forgotten Lands, but as that is not possible yet, this is her little spot in the glade. Heading over the rock bridge, we get to the Tink House. Now, as you can see, this house works beautifully as an archway, so I placed it on the other side of the bridge to kind of walk through, and then we obviously have a lot of decoration in here. This is again going more so with the fairy core theme, so there's a lot of glowing mushrooms, a lot of pumpkin vine lamps, and some really cute seating areas. I also used some of the pink lampposts in here to make the pink and purple trees really pop, and to kind of put all those colours together and make it a really bright area, with some tables for seating, as well as lots of decoration outside the front of the Tink House itself. This is one of my favourite premium shop houses, and I feel like it just fits perfectly in here to kind of be this hidden little spot, and you kind of walk under it not realising that it is actually a house skin, and I just feel like it works perfectly to add a bit of fairy core to the opposite side of the glade. As we leave there, we've obviously got our exit out into the meadow on the other side, and then along the path we have again got this really overgrown space with my ancient vacuum that I used to pick everything up in the biome. And then we have our final spot, which is obviously Tiana's area. In here I've included Wally's garden because I couldn't move it to Eternity Isle with him, so Tiana is actually looking after it for him. We have a little companion home with some crocodiles in, and then as we head through the back of the farm, we have these really cute seating areas outside the river. So we've got the little cushion chairs, and then also a bench to be these really nice cozy spots for people to sit and enjoy the view of the river and to watch the fireflies and things like that. I just felt like this would be a really nice spot for Tiana and her friends to hang out in. Heading back through, we then obviously have the aerial fountain as the centerpiece to the house. Then outside the front of the house, we have got lots of flower beds and greenery, and then we have a little craftable table here that Tiana can have friends over and serve them meals and things like that. And then heading out of there, we go around to our final section of the glade, which is the bit by Mother Gothel's treehouse. In the whole build, I did use the ancient brick pathway from Eternity Isle from the DLC. It is the unboarded version. I absolutely love using this path all the time, and I love in the glade how it gives it this really nice rustic kind of abandoned look, and I wanted it to feel very natural in here, which is why I went for this style of path. Heading into Mother Gothel's area, we've obviously got Goofy's stall on the right, which has currently got the new Bayou skin on it, which I really love the look of. I feel like it fits perfectly in here. And then we have our well. This well obviously is in the perfect spot in the middle, so you can access any part of the glade when you teleport in. And then we just have lots of greenery and trees as we head out onto the bridge back round to the other side. Here are some shots of the final build. As you can see, all of the areas are very, very like different, but they all tie in well together. I wanted to have kind of the Tinkerbell home on the opposite side of the other fairy style area so that it was kind of balanced, and then we have the more Bayou, Princess and the Frog themed areas kind of split off. I kind of like the area of having a bit of everything mixed around in the glade so it doesn't feel too samey and too cluttered. I kind of like the idea that it's all this one big forest that you're kind of wandering around and finding different spots and different areas and figuring out what you want to see and what kind of like vibe each area is in. I hope you guys did enjoy and you like my completed glade. As I always say with my builds, I never know how long they're going to stay like this for. It might be gone within a few months, but I feel like it's probably going to stick around like this for a while. So I hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure you like and subscribe. All your support on the channel helps me out so much, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye!